All right, everyone. So I've noticed something about the game that I don't like. So here it is. If you notice, when I started the game, the wizard appeared right underneath the ghost. The ghost was on top of him straight away. If I press play again, same thing happens again. The ghost is immediately in the same place as the wizard, and so the wizard hasn't got a chance. Now you might notice that the wizard died quite quickly because his health was only set to 3. I just changed it to 3 just before recording this video because I want to show the wizard die quite quickly to show you what's really bothering me here, which is that the wizard keeps reappearing in the place where he last died. And the reason that that's bad is because the ghost is still left over from the previous game in the same place. And so the ghost always appears on top of the wizard. If I move the wizard a little bit, and then let the ghost catch up. Okay, the ghost finishes him off. If I start off again now, look, he's in the same place where he died. Okay, so what I want to change this in 2 ways. Firstly, I want to change the position of the wizard so that he always appears in some kind of specified starting position at the beginning of every game. And then I want to make the ghost appear in a random place. And as a last thing, I also want to make the ghost appear only after a few seconds to give the wizard time to kind of settle into the game before the ghost appears. It's also a little bit spookier if the ghost appears after a while rather than just being there from the beginning. Okay, so to begin with, let's make the wizard appear in some starting position. I want you to go to Motion, that's the blue bricks, and grab this one here that says Go to XY. And then I want you to stick it underneath this green flag. Now, where underneath the green flag? Well, it doesn't really matter as long as it goes before show. So show is the moment when the wizard becomes invisible. I don't want you to see the wizard walking to the starting position before the game. I want him to just appear in the starting position. But behind the scenes, invisibly, the wizard is actually just moving over to that position. Now, what do these numbers here mean? Well, this first number here is the X coordinate. So what that means is it's going to tell you how far across the screen the wizard's going to be, left, right. And then this here is the Y coordinate, which is going to tell you how far up and down the screen the wizard is going to be placed. And as you can see, both of these at the moment are set to negative values. And that's because the 0 line is approximately halfway through the screen in both dimensions. So the 0 line for Y goes like across the screen, and anything above that line is positive and anything below that line is negative. So this is saying 66 points below the halfway line. And then this over here, the X one says 157 points to the left of the line that goes down the middle. And so it's going to place it somewhere over here, 157, and then down here, minus 66. So I'm expecting that it's going to show up in the bottom left of the screen. So let's have a look at where this position is. If I hit green, it's just here at the bottom left. This seems like a perfectly good place for the wizard to appear. Okay, so that works. Well, let's just check, actually. Let's make sure that just isn't because he died in that place. So let's... Okay, so now, when the wizard dies, I'm hoping he's going to reappear over here to the left. Okay, press play. And that works. Okay, so in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the ghost also to appear in some random place rather than the place it was at the end of the last game. I also want to make it so that a few seconds pass before the ghost appears so that the wizard has time to kind of just get his bearings, as it were. So see you in the next video. Thank you for listening, and if you find this video useful, please hit like and subscribe.